Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. Well, it's Wednesday, and yes, I know it's not Monday or Thursday, so it's not WWE, it's not Friday, so it's definitely not TNA. What is it? It's Wednesday. Time for some Lucha Underground. So I know I haven't been posting videos for Lucha Underground lately. I'm not sure if these were popular enough, but if you guys think I should do more Lucha Underground videos, just go ahead, leave it in the comments section, and expect these every Wednesday. So just leave me your votes, and we'll see what's up. So anyway, what's going on in Lucha Underground? Well, right now they're in the midst of a Trios team tournament to crown the first ever Lucha Underground Trios champions. If you don't know what that is, it's basically tag teams with 3 people, 3 belts for 1 team. Now, last week saw one of the first teams to advance in the King of Trios tournament, being Big Rick, his cousin the Mac, and Killshot. Who's coming this week? Well, this week we have, on one team, you have the team of Ivelisse, her ex, Son of Havoc, and the newest luchador sensation, Angelico, to take on the team of Aerostar, Drago, and Phoenix. This was an excellent match to start things out. This just shows you how big and impressive this tournament is. Keep in mind that Ivelisse is a chick. Yeah, like I said, in Lucha Underground, everybody gets it. Not just the women. The women get it just as much as the men. So this was a very nice back and forth matchup, with Ivelisse in there showing us why she's not just there as a piece of arm candy. The chick can go. More so than a lot of divas I know. That's neither here or there. Needless to say, the unlikely team of Angelico, Son of Havoc, and Ivelisse move on in the tournament. So, afterwards, we have another match. Last week, the team of Big Rick, the Mac, and Killshot took on the team of Sexy Star, Superfly, and Pentagon Jr., and they lost. So this week, the evil Mexican Vince McMahon decided to have Sexy Star and Superfly face each other. It would just seem like a normal intergender match. Sexy Star is a very good intergender competitor. She knows her way around the ring. She's not just a pretty face. And Superfly is, well, Superfly. He's awesome. Then evil Mexican Vince McMahon comes out. I know he has a name. I just like calling him evil Mexican Vince McMahon. Comes out and decides, you know something, Vatos? We're going to make this match even better. I, Mexican Vince McMahon, say it's going to be a mask versus mask match. Now, for those of you out there who are wondering, shintigercurl, what's a mask versus mask match? Well, in lucha libre style professional wrestling, luchadors, of course, wear masks. If you haven't known, there's some famous luchadors such as Rey Mysterio, Psicosis, Juventud Guerrera, and several others. Now, in lucha libre style wrestling, you wear masks not just in the ring but outside the ring. You wear them all the time. That is your personal persona. You never take your mask off. Rey Mysterio did wrestle unmasked during his latter run in WCW up until the end, and yeah, you can look that up online. Just look up Rey Mysterio unmasked, and it caught him a lot of heat. So when he made the jump to WWE, that's why he wrestled under Rey Mysterio and not Rey Mysterio Jr. Since when you take off the mask in Lucha Libre, in that kind of culture, that character is dead. You can't wrestle under that character anymore. So he wrestled under just Rey Mysterio. So yeah, there's that. So for a mask versus mask match is not something to be dropped lightly. It's not a match type that can be dropped at a whim. It's very personal. It can only be used as a last resort when a feud has gotten so personal and brutal that the only way to settle it in Lucha Libre is to fight mask versus mask. Meaning, that in this match between Sexy Star and Superfly, one of them would lose their mask and essentially lose their job and lose their identity. So yeah, in Lucha Libre, they take that shit very seriously. So yeah, this was actually a very, very good match. Superfly was pulling no punches against Sexy Star, and Sexy Star took and gave as much as she got. But in the end, it was Sexy Star that pulled off the win. After a commercial break, we come back to what I consider a very emotional moment. I mean, these two have been partners in the past before, and per Lucha Libre traditions, the winner of a mask versus mask match must remove the mask of the loser. Superfly was on his knees. He was not begging Sexy Star not to take his mask. He was begging her to take his mask. Sexy Star, being the type of woman she is, didn't want to take the mask because that represented her bond with her friend, and it's just something she didn't want to do. She didn't expect to come in there and end this guy's career. But reluctantly, she takes off his mask. They hug. She leaves with the mask, and then she's jumped from behind by Pentagon Jr. If you don't know, Pentagon Jr. is a luchador who believes in zero mero, zero, no fear. And he's been doing this thing where he's been offering prayers to a mysterious master. No one knows who it is. And everyone he's been in the ring with, he breaks their fucking arm. He was going to break Superfly's arm last week, but Sexy Star saved him. So this week, unfortunately, Sexy Star couldn't save him. And so not only did Superfly lose his mask, but also use of his arm. Shame. Anyway, we move on to the main event. King Cuerno challenges the for the Lucha Underground title against the champion Prince Puma. This is interesting for two things. One, both Prince Puma and King Cuerno are in the Chiro's team tournament. So they both come out with their teams. Prince Puma comes out with his longtime friend and rival, Johnny Mundo, and he's flanked by the newest. He was signed last week, but the newest signer, or newest superstar, working under the Lucha Underground banner, Juan Hernandez. That name sounds familiar? It should. He's Supermax Hernandez from TNA, one half of one of the greatest tag teams in TNA history, LAX, the Latin American Exchange. If you haven't seen Hernandez wrestle, the guy is huge, but he can fly like a luchador. He's got power to spare. I used to watch this guy wrestle in TAW, Texas All-Star Wrestling, in the bingo halls in Humble, Texas. I loved him. Meanwhile, King Cuerno comes out with his own team. Former AAA champion and rival to Alberto El Patron, Tejano, and the man they call Cage. The same man who beat the shit out of Prince Puma, destroyed the original Lucha Underground title, and it challenged him for the belt only to lose in a barrio street fight. So yeah, there's a lot of history going on between these two. But for right now, it's a one-on-one title match. It was awesome. Prince Puma shows off why he is the first Lucha Underground champion. And King Cuerno is just King Cuerno. I mean, creepy yet talented. There was also a lot of interference because of the teams from outside, and Prince Puma picks up the win, but with an assist from Hernandez. But he didn't want the assist, so that kind of hurt his pride. So there's a little bit of friction, but that friction went out the window when King Cuerno, Tejano, and Cage jumped in the ring, and it became an all-out battle. So that's how this week's episode of Lucha Underground ends. How was it? Pretty damn good. Wrestling continues to be great. The storylines are excellent, and that little drama with the mask versus mask match was very well done and executed. It felt really genuine. And once again, Evilise and Sexy Star prove that women can take it to the men just as well, and they can take it from the men just as well. Take notes, WWE Divas. This is how you wrestle. So, that's my video. You like what you see? Link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions or any comments? Leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. Also, if you can, leave a tip. Doesn't matter how much. Just if you can spare it, go ahead, and I appreciate it. So, until next time, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good night, and lucha, lucha, lucha.